Well, let's begin with what has been happening in Iran. Protests in the country are well into their third week. Harrowing visuals of death and destruction have emerged from the West Asian country. A US-based rights group says more than 540 people have been killed so far. On the other hand, thousands of Iranians have also come out on the streets in support of the government. Across different parts of Iran, locals have come out in large numbers, holding the national flag and photographs of the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The rallies also overlapped with the funeral processions of Iranian officials that have been killed in this unrest, as well as protesters who have been killed. Pro-government rallies, meanwhile, are happening not just in Tehran, but other cities and provinces as well. On Sunday last, the Iranian government declared 3 days of national mourning for those it referred to as martyrs. It included members of the security forces. Iranian news agency Tasnim reports that 114 officials across security agencies have been killed since the protests erupted on the 28th of December last year. This figure is the total death toll from across provinces till Sunday, which is the 11th of January. The official number could be higher. In fact, the highest death count is reportedly from Isfahan province, where 30 IRGC officials have been killed in clashes. Authorities say this is the highest number of officials killed in any movement or unrest so far in the country. In the capital, Tehran, videos show a blaze and thick black smoke emanating from several shops and a bank in the neighborhood. Meanwhile, CCTV footage from Tehran also shows the inside of Abu Zar Mosque, which was vandalized last week. In the last days that followed, reports emerged of the mosque being set on fire as the situation spirals in the country. The deadly clashes have killed not just demonstrators and security officials, but many innocent bystanders. Eyewitness accounts from the medics and locals claim that a bank employee and few others who were not involved in the demonstrations have also been killed. These individuals were either shot at or hit by a brick in their head, leading to their deaths. As unrest and chaos spirals in Iran, digital blockade largely remains in place. According to an international monitor, the shutdown is approaching the 90-hour mark with no announcement or decision from the authorities to lift the internet blockade. We aren't even 2 weeks into 2026 and the American president, the self-designated peace president, is weighing military options once again. After bombing Venezuela to abduct Nicolas Maduro and bombing Syria to target the ISIS, the next country in Trump's crosshairs is Iran.
Well, no, they're starting to, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military's looking at it. And we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination.
Remember, Donald Trump has threatened to intervene on behalf of the protesters in Iran. He has been warning the Iranian government that the United States is, quote, locked, loaded and ready to go. And his latest threat comes despite his claim that the Iranian authorities are reaching out to negotiate.
Iran called to negotiate. Yesterday, the leaders of Iran called, they want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Are you sure you on that call?
Iran wants to negotiate, yes.
Negotiate what?
We may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up. But we may have to act because of what's happening before before the meeting. But a meeting is being set up. Iran called, they want to negotiate.
Trump has already bombed Iran once during his second term as the American president. In fact, he attacked Iran's nuclear facilities on the 22nd of June last year. This was despite the US and Iran having held multiple rounds of negotiations over Tehran's nuclear program in months leading up to the attack. Reports say that in 2025, Donald Trump had ordered 626 missile strikes worldwide. That was 71 more than his predecessor, Joe Biden. In his entire four-year term, Trump's targets so far have included Venezuela, Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Nigeria, and Iran. He's also conducted multiple strikes in Caribbean waters off the coasts of Venezuela and Colombia. Those strikes on alleged drug trafficking boats killed more than 100 people. While Iran may be on top of Donald Trump's hit list at the moment, he's also threatened action against Cuba, Colombia, and Mexico. He's issued warnings to all three after the abduction of Maduro. The American president has threatened Nigeria with more strikes, allegedly to protect Christians from terrorist groups in the country. He has engaged in a diplomatic row with South Africa because he claims there's a white genocide which is taking place in that country. And the American president refuses to rule out military action against Greenland, which he says must become part of the United States.
If we don't take Greenland, Russia or China will take Greenland, and I am not going to let that happen.
Is there any deal they can offer you?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to make a deal with them. It's easier. But one way or the other, we're going to have Greenland.
When he was trying to get re-elected, Donald Trump had used words against forever wars. He said that the U.S. wasn't the world's policeman and that he did not want boots on the ground. However, since his re-election, he has ordered hundreds of airstrikes and a dramatic covert operation to abduct another country's president. We'll now have to see what option he uses against Iran once again.